represent the New York Giants, taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and he can't field it cleanly. He's loose. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 23 carries, 91 yards.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Cowboy 1st down.
They'll run with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
His throw incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The end result, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones now, operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
CD Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Third and long for Prescott. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
36-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 24, Cowboys nothing.
A first down carry by Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a band.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
That is on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so... There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Yeah, always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Jones, a final shot before break. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Runs through the contact. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Caught right side, Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jones. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Short kick. One of the up middle, take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the P8, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Down and 10.
To throw again. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
Accelerating, and off he goes.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, on that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Gano out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Dallas.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
1st down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And his throw here is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
55-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 54. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley.
At the 45-yard.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of the first down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Prescott to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. First down.
Killing him. I'll be killing him.
It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete.
Yep, that was Cowgirls.
They
scored.
But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that.
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
I try to get it back. I'm sorry. I still get the ball back.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Still on his feet. And
I couldn't get down the field.
35 to the 36.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Jones 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Jumped over 2 of y'all, got hit by one.
As he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39,
I win 62.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT.
I was playing shortening earlier.
The guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Online.
That'll do it for us. Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon.
I got again.
NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
But I was slowly coming back.
So long from
slowly.
MetLife Stadium.
Like I'm doing these people's. Advance. Upgrade all players. Alright, let's see. I'm 9-0. I think there's like 2 more games until playoff. Can't wait till I get my camera.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Inglewood,
Of
California.
the NFL on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it's interesting, isn't it? The psychology of a team coming onto the field down 8-0 instead of the normal 7, or sometimes when you're fortunate, just 6. 8-0 almost connotes a sense of urgency that really isn't there yet. It's too early in the game. Go down and score. Heck, kick the extra point and be down 1. Don't chase points too early. Just worry about scoring.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get
Is that the quarterback?
Player. More from L.A. in a moment.
Take the quarterback
5 in the
out.
secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard
Tighten
line.
up 97.
Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. The reception good for 7.
Yeah.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On the screen,
Back
this is
that up.
and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got
Give me
blown
the
up.
ball.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And all the way down to the 29.
Saquon Barkley.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Giants.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And Barkley to try to punch it in. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's just taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever?
And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Power on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
24. Chargers, nothing.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow him that turnover to hurt.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
And didn't get the push they needed. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. Jones hit and the ball's in.
The pass.
First time for everything.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Looking middle,
Are you
and it's incomplete.
serious?
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to match.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Wow.
Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them.
Man, recover from that. How you like that?
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Flights through the middle crease. Touchdown,
Run through.
New York.
Let me run through.
Darius Slayton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
38-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this to Eckler.
That's good.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
To David Moore.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Herbert sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we're starting to witness time and time again. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing in the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Herbert back to the air. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught at about the 5. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the Giants' 5-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught.
That's good.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun, Herbert. And it is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And it's taken in at the 9. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. And Tate's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Complete to Golden Tate.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He's tackled at the 7.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's his 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want here.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Giants.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Giants 38, Chargers 7.
Barkley. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
38-yard line. A gain of 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New
A
York.
5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 7 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 19-yard
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over first and 10.
And New York set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jones now operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team.
There he goes, right side, and this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. One last throw here for Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect?
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Today's final score,
Joe, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still...
And that, my friends, is 9-0.
They keep on rolling 10-0 now to
Oh,
start the
10-0.
year.
My bad.
Another road date next week when they
10-0. Yes. I'm ready to go for the playoffs and the fucking Super Bowl, man. That's what I'm ready for. Eagles, Panthers, Kansas City, Raiders. Alright, well, done with this.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast.
All right.